together with U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar, who is here to talk about her new memoir. This new memoir is a candid look at her childhood in Plymouth, and it also talks about the impact of her famous father, Jim Klobuchar's alcoholism on her family. The book also chronicles the senator's rise to prominence in the 1980s, first as a corporate attorney, then as county attorney, and of course now U.S. Senator. And it also, at times, is a very humorous look at one mom's life, one prominent mom's life, and trying to balance career and family. And again, Senator Klobuchar joining us now. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks so much, Esme. It's great to be on.
All right. Now, this is the book, and as I said, at times, I think the president has said that the Senator Klobuchar is, or Al Franken is the second funniest senator from Minnesota, Senator Klobuchar being first. It is a very funny book, but I do want to ask you, you are very candid about the impact of your father's alcoholism on your growing up in Plymouth. After an arrest for DWI, the word drunk was written on your high school locker. It cannot have been easy.
Well, but I think the best part about this whole thing, Esme, was my dad taught me so much. I mean, he basically taught me about redemption. He is the one that, despite struggling with this disease for so many years, was able to get through treatment, and now at age 87 is happily married and recovered, and he is not drinking anymore. And I think there are so many people that can share that experience in our state. And so what I saw from that is that you can fix things, you can improve things, no matter how bad things get. And I learned this from my own dad. You can move forward, and that actually was something of an inspiration to get into politics.
Right. Well, the Klobuchar family clearly squarely in Plymouth, the middle class, but yet in the undercurrent here, there's always a sense that you were never wealthy. You were always kind of making sure, trying to make things ends meet. And when your dad asked your mom for a divorce when you were only 15, the first thing your mother did was burst into tears and ask, how is she going to stay in this house and keep the girls, in the home that they loved? Mm-hmm. That couldn't have been easy as well.
No, but then in the end, what I loved about my parents, after they got divorced, they remained friends. My dad was there with my mom right after she died. He was the first one there. And I think there are parents that get divorced. And to me, it was just a model. My dad never missed one Thanksgiving after they got divorced. And so for my sister and me, it made such a difference in my life.
All right. And so many, obviously, other people have faced divorce in their families as well. I want to ask you about your family. I think a lot of people knew that Abigail, your daughter, who's now a very successful college student, was born very ill. I didn't realize until reading this book how ill she was and for how long. Tell me about that.
Well, when she was born, she couldn't swallow, and it was a complete shock to everyone. Everything she drank came out her nose, and so she was in the hospital in intensive care for a long time, kept going in and out of the hospital. She had a tube in her stomach for over a year, and actually that experience galvanized me to do my first thing in the legislature, which was to advocate for one of the first laws in the country guaranteeing new moms and their babies a 48-hour hospital stay. And my daughter got better after years and is doing so well now. You would never guess that that happened to her. But I felt it was important to take that experience and help some other moms. And we literally went there. I brought 6 pregnant mothers to the conference committee. And when the legislators say, well, when should this new law take effect? All the pregnant moms said, now. Right. And that's what happened. So it was my first legislative experience where I realized you can actually get things done in politics, and you can get them done by working across the aisle.
All right. There's also some very funny moments in the book about, one of them involves your wedding, which had a series of comedy of errors almost. Your husband, who is here somewhere, John Bessler, emerged from the wedding saying, that was such a fabulous wedding, thank you so much, and you burst into tears.
I did, because I kept thinking about all the things that went wrong, that, my dad had given a vigorous toast and threw down the microphone, and Walter Mondale picked it up and it was broken. My roommate, who had just had a baby, the cake caterer somehow packed up her breast pump and took it away with her milk. My high school prom date decided to take all the balloons and release them in the air, and it made my mom cry. So when my husband, who'd been hanging out with his buddies by the beer keg, said, wasn't that just great? After I'd been smiling for 12 hours, I'm like, no. So we're out in the car, it's pouring rain, there's no Kleenex, and he goes and takes a tissue wedding bell that was sopping wet off of the car, and that's where I blew my nose. So as I said, for better or for worse, that's how our marriage began.
And there are so many great anecdotes in the book. We're running out of time. I want to ask you about the one where you're giving the speech on C-SPAN, and somebody hands you a note, a page hands you a note about your attire.
Yes, exactly. Well, I was actually presiding over the Senate, and it's very serious up there. You're sitting there, and a page brings up a note, and the note says, "Senator, pull up your shirt. Your cleavage is showing." Okay, I'm like, this is unbelievable. And I still don't know who did it, but all I know is that Senator Tester of Montana, who didn't send the note, for months would send me hilarious notes that would say, "Change your earrings, they're broken. Your shirt is wrinkled. Don't you think you should iron it?" So anyway, these things happen, and that was a very amusing moment. And maybe by writing the book, the person who wrote the note will come forward.
Will come forward. All right. Well, this is the book, The Senator Next Door. It really is. It's a candid book, and it's a fun book to read. Senator Klobuchar, thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you so much, Esme. It's great to be on. Thank you.
Senator